Good afternoon, children. So I'm once again in front of you to read another beautiful concept from our geography. So in this geography, the very first topic is resources and development. Resources and development. So firstly, let us know about what these resources are. Okay, so what is a resource? Resource is something, a kind of material which is available in our environment that which is useful to us in satisfying our needs and wants. Okay, so which is very much easily available to us in our surrounding areas in this environment, which we can extract, procure, and that product will in return satisfy our needs and wants. So such kind of things are called resources. Alright, so these resources directly satisfy our needs. So fine, here let us take this as an example. This is our earth. So somewhere here there is a gold mine. Okay, there is a gold mine. So how do I get this gold mine? I will have to drill. Someone should go inside, make this into pieces and pieces, and then from here it should be pulled up, and it should be sent for kind of polishing, and then it can be sent into the market. So all this is the procedure for this. So how can this be drilled? How can I drill this earth and reach this place? There is need of some equipment. That means we are using technology here. What are we using here? We are using technology. So to make use of these resources or to extract these resources to satisfy our needs, we need good technology to procure it. Okay, so it should be technologically accessible. Instead of this gold mine being here, if it is somewhere here, can I drill completely up to here? No. So technologically it is not accessible. Maybe our techniques or our machines or our method is not apt to go deep into this area. So our technology is limited only up to here. So this is procuring this material or mineral or resources which is there here is not in our hands because it is not technologically accessible. That means even if we know that there is resource here, if we are not technologically good enough to go there and procure it, we cannot use that resource. We just have to be idle. So to make better use of technology, to make better use of resources, we need good technology. Alright? So point number 1, to make use of these resources, to procure these resources, we need technology. Let's go to point number 2. So here in this technology, we are using machinery, we are taking land, there is use of labor, we are investing our time, we are investing our money to buy this technology, machines and all that. So what is involved here? It is economy. Economy is involved. Economy or money is involved. Okay, so here let me give you another example. Or let us take the same example. So here there is gold mine. Okay, so I need to go up to here to get this. So to reach up to this, I need some 1000 rupees. I am giving a very simple number so that you can understand it better. So I will need 1000 rupees to reach this place and get this. And after taking this out, if the market value is only 500 rupees, if the market value is only 500 rupees, is it a benefit factor to me? Can I invest on this 1000 rupees to get this 500? I will be at loss of 500 rupees. Yes? So it should be economically It should be economically feasible. It should be within our budget to procure that resources. So what is the point number 1? We should have good technology to make use of these resources. Point number 2 is it should be economically feasible. It should be there within our budget, within our financial limit to go get it. First, suppose, let me take another kind of example. Okay, I am taking it out. Fine, instead of I am investing 1000 rupees to get it, and outside I am going to sell it for 5000 rupees. So 4000 is my profit. 1000 is my investment. 5000 I am selling. So what will be my profit? 4000 is my profit. But here there will be fluctuation in demand and supply. Maybe the supply is more, demand is less because of this high price. So demand is more, supply is less. Or demand is less or supply is more. In both these areas there will be effect on market. There will be effect on market. Always there should be demand equal to supply. Even if there is a little bit of difference, it should be very minute. Otherwise, this kind of situations will shake the market of country, and no country wants this kind of differences. So it should be economically feasible. What is point number 3? Culturally acceptable. Culturally acceptable. Once again, let us go to the same example. So here there is gold mine. So right above it there is a village. Okay, there is a village. So if I just go there, approach that village, and if I say that there is gold mine right under your village, so I want your land, I am from so and so department, I want to grab it. So my idea is against to the will of people there. People there in that village may feel like because just for your sake, if you want that gold mine, you can't disturb our lifestyle, you can't disturb our livelihood. So here there is contract, there is difference in our opinions. Villagers will feel no, and this businessman may feel like yes. So here it is not culturally accepted. People here are not accepting. Majority of people are not accepting. So in such cases, what should we do? It is better to look for some alternate, skip this point. Otherwise, there will be some kind of disputes that arise there. So let us go for a quick recap of these 3 points. What are resources? Resources are those things which are available in our environment, which directly or indirectly satisfies our needs. So how can we procure these resources? Using technology. Point number 1, using technology. And second thing is, to procure those resources, it should be within our budget. It should be financially feasible, and there should be no shake in the government like demand and supply differences, price ranges going off, and there is existence of inflation and all that. It should not shake the market. No country likes it. So it should be economically feasible, technologically it should be good. And what is the third point? Culturally acceptable. Everybody should accept for this idea. Only then it can go on. So how are these resources? These resources are classified on the basis of origin. On the basis of origin. Origin means are they biotic or abiotic? Biotic means what? All living things. And what is abiotic? Non-living things. Resources can be living and non-living things. So the origin of these resources are either biotic or non-biotic. And what is the next one? Are these resources renewable or non-renewable? On the basis of exhaustibility. Exhaustibility ante are these renewable or non-renewable? with sunlight. Evening there will be no sunlight, but again in the morning it starts its own work. Wind energy, tidal energy, all these are renewable means there is continuity to them. There is no break or there is no stop or nothing can stop this. This is renewable. Non-renewable. Non-renewable means such kind of resources, if we use them off completely, there will be no availability of them again. It takes again around thousands and thousands of years to get regenerated. So such kind of resources are called non-renewable resources. So we can get deep into this topic of renewable and non-renewable resources and biotic and abiotic resources in our next class. Until then, I want you all to recap the topic of what resources are and how this resources are being used, how many kinds of resources are there according to your knowledge, how can these resources be procured, what are the 3 things which we need to extract these resources. All these points I want you all to recap, make a short note of it, and then we will meet in the next class with another beautiful continuity of the topic. That's all for today. Thank you.